reading one quite nice book right now, and it gave me this very like kind of hopeful and helpful thought. And the thought is about that life is not always about, being sure of what you're doing. It's not always about, like being high, flying high, and like know exactly and be sure about tomorrow, or like whatever, every move you do, which is obvious, of course, and we all understand that. But just, looking at this from that perspective and reminding yourself that, being in this kind of like in between phase is not actually something bad or sad, and maybe even opposite, it's for sure just for the better. It's for sure for growth, and it's for bigger things to come. And of course I understand that, and I realize that, but it's just sometimes you feel like a little bit kind of unstable, going through this. And of course I get sad a lot nowadays, and I cry almost every day because, I just let my like feelings and emotions free, and I don't want to keep them inside. And it's not like something really bad or hysterical or like sad, dramatic, depressive. No, it's just sometimes I let my emotions out because sometimes I feel a little bit lonely, and yes, I do feel a little bit lost sometimes. And of course the unknown is also makes you a little kind of worried about things coming, but seriously, it's just life, in the end of the day. Life is like this. Sometimes it's not like good or bad, it's just how it is. Sometimes it's going through periods and phases like this. Sometimes it's about being sure and flying high. Sometimes it's about flying low, It's just this phase of life that you have to go through. It's not good or bad, it's just life. That's how it is. And everyone going through those phases in their lives, probably every single person somehow, so you just live through it. You just be present, you just be aware, and on top of everything, like really going through this experience, I'm learning so much about like myself. And how can that be bad? You know what I mean? There's no way. I'm learning about myself every day. And yes, I do overthink a lot, and yes, I do cry a lot, but it's just because it's all for the better. Self-understanding, How can that be any bad? There's no way. It's fucking great. It's wonderful. I find it pretty inspiring thought. So I decided to not, I just decided to not be in that low period of my life anymore. I decided to just call it a great, wonderful, transformative stage of this life experience that I got. And I'm very, very grateful for this. Really, really grateful. Because I find out things about myself that I've never knew before, And I'm becoming more spiritual. I'm becoming more open-minded about different things. I feel like if I used to live more of, like outside material world, let's call it like this. I'm not talking about money, yeah, I'm just talking about the, like material existence, and I don't know how to explain. Then, but right now I feel how much I'm digging inside, and there's so much interesting stuff going on there, like so much, and the biggest insight, I guess, is I did not had those answers or those things that I'm finding out now because I just have never asked before. And sometimes to get the answer about certain things, you just need to question. As simple as that. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm sure someone out there will understand what I mean by that.